Do 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 do. Welcome to the podcast. Wee. All right, everybody. Welcome to Sequel Podcast number 21. Patrick, I'm Matt Bonta.
Holy shit!
And
Patrick Reigelsberger.
You missed out on our 20, our anniversary 20, but maybe you'll be around for 25.
I'll be around for 20 years.
20 years of podcasting.
20. That's what really counts. The 20th year.
The 20th anniversary.
Yes.
So in 2030, I guess.
You're gonna be an old fuck.
So 2030, it's 2013 right now, so in another 12 years.
So I'll be 43.
No. Another 12 years, I'll be 40.
I'm talking about. How many years have you been podcasting for?
Oh, wait, hold on.
That's
12,
what I'm saying.
no, 12 will
20
be,
years.
12
I'm
will
talking
be
about
35, not... Okay.
This is the first year, technically, right?
I would like to say that podcast number 1 was the first year, so in 2010, when we did our first one. So in 2030, and it'll be 2030 in another 15, 16, 17 years. Not 12 like I originally thought. So 17 years, I'll be... God damn it, I'll be damn near 50. I don't like the idea of that. Damn near 50 years old in another 17 years. Is that right? 30, 40, yeah, I'll be in mid-40s. I'll be 45. I'll be 45. Right? Ugh, whatever. Alright. So, Patrick, you got a monster cracked open.
And I do, and I noticed you fucked it up.
No,
so
I
I feel
told
like
you
I
that.
cut my lip on it every time I take a sip.
I
don't
told
like
you it was fucked up.
You didn't tell me that.
I told you last night that it's kind of fucked up because it was sitting outside. Or no, maybe I didn't tell you that.
No, didn't tell me
I
that.
told you that I didn't bring it to you because it was sitting
It's
outside.
it's a
and you wanted-
retarded monster.
I think the sun exploded that.
Oh,
You fucked it up.
it sucks. Whatever. I'll drink it how it is.
Do you want a glass for that?
Mm-mm.
A dirty glass?
A dirty glass.
Um,
Excuse me. This glass is dirty.
What's that from?
Desperado.
I've never sat down and watched that from beginning to end.
Are you drinking the piss at the beginning, the very beginning?
I've seen that with Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, "Can I get another mug? This one's dirty."
I knew that. That's like the best part of the movie. That and
I was watching
the scene with Salma Hayek and
the-
Antonio Banderas having sex.
You don't even see any of your titties in that shot, whole sequence.
Sure you do. I thought you did.
Let me see.
Maybe I'm just making that up in my head.
I was watching the making of Evil Dead 2 last night. Have you seen the making of?
Yes, you know that has always been around. That has always been on like the VHS version. I'm pretty sure when I first saw the movie,
There's some good shit on there.
where they're just fucking around.
They show clips of that, but it's actually like a 6-part or 7-part documentary.
Maybe there's a new
Six-part
one. Maybe there's a
documentary.
new one that I haven't seen. But I remember seeing the footage of where
It's
they
like
got
us.
the baby,
It's like us.
the little baby doll, right? And they're like running it over or something. They're just fucking around.
Yeah, are you talking about Greg Nicotero?
Yeah.
No, they're in their workshop and they shows them fucking around
Okay.
and doing all kinds of funny shit.
But you're saying it's like us?
Yeah, it's just like making the movies just like us.
That's,
Except they have really good gory effects. I wish we could get some people to do our.
you know, I was thinking of
special
I was thinking
effects.
because I was thinking the other day about because we got to make the monster. We'll just refer to it as the monster for an upcoming short film. I was thinking of reaching out to like on Craigslist to see if there's anyone out there that would be like willing to help for free.
That'd be
You know,
awesome.
I mean, it's a free, but you know, like I was telling you guys last night, you know, the plan is to make money
Yeah,
one day.
yeah.
But we've got to build up to it.
We got to spend money to make money. What about going to like fucking university? Oh, well, school's out. So.
Well, I mean, we could post flyers, but like I was thinking,
Who out there
it's good with
wants to
making a
create
shit.
our monster?
We definitely need to get. We need to like. I should probably rent a 3-bedroom in this place, and then we'll have a workshop for like an office, and then a workshop,
Just rent out like a small
a house.
that or like a little warehouse like off of Old Virginia.
I would love to do that. What I was thinking is what I'd love to do one day when I have $1 million gajillion dollars is buying all that land right there by Smith's, between Smith's and right there where in Primerica Road. and just building a studio right there
Yeah, fuck that. I want to build a studio, but I want to build it
by itself,
by itself, like a little bit outside arena.
like Fallon
Yeah.
or Fernley.
Yep, about that way a little bit.
That works too, but I
Like
was just
out
thinking
in
it'd be
the
cool
desert,
to have it right
like
there
a
where Prime
compound
America Road
with
is.
guard towers.
You don't want to put a studio where people can come in and ride rides and take a set tour.
Well, that's different. That's like a theme park.
It's a theme park, but
Well, why don't you
it's
just
also
build
got
that
the
set?
studios.
And that's
right
not,
there.
that's too small of an area, anyways. You got to pick somewhere better than that.
Well, I wasn't thinking
And by
about.
the-
I wasn't thinking about the theme park thing right there.
Well, by that time they'll have put another
Probably.
fucking
Probably.
store there or something,
Yeah.
restaurant, anything, something.
So we better film on Crime America Road while we can, I guess.
We'll just have to find a new Crime America Road,
Well, Crime America's done.
dude. What if we decided to remake that?
There you go. Then we can have a new Crime America Road. So.
And you know what the new Crime America Road could be is the road out to Rancho Haven, because it's all windy and twisty and shit, and we could just film a car chase sequence on that road, like a
Definitely.
James Bond movie. Somebody's coming around the corner, they don't see the turn, boom, off the edge, explosions.
Spoiler alert. So if you see that in the movie one day, folks, Patrick, today we've got a special guest star coming on. They're gonna call in, and we're gonna have a guest star on.
Oh yes.
But until then, we don't really need to update the movie because I just did when I talked to my mom. I talked a lot about the movie, but today is our last day.
Oh yes, our last day of filming.
How do you feel about that?
I'm fucking thrilled. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready.
Blow out the ears of the audience.
I'm excited. It's been fun and it's been a little hectic, but that's how, if movies were easy to make, everybody'd do them.
No shit, right?
But that's what everybody says. But it's true. I mean,
Definitely.
it's definitely mentally and physically straining. I love it though.
What do you think
So-
of our new setup here for podcasting?
I think it's gay. I think it sucks balls. Sucks balls.
Because before we just used the camera, now we actually have a microphone that's going to pick up our voices.
Yeah. No, it's nice. I like it. Money well spent.
Okay, so anyways, you were going to say, last day of filming.
Last day of filming, I'm just really excited. I'm excited for it to be over. At the same time, all I need is just a tiny little break, and then we can get going on to our next thing.
Which we do have another thing
We
going.
got a few other things going.
We're going to keep you working until you leave to California, Patrick.
Yeah.
You fine with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because we got to utilize you while we have you. Who knows? Maybe you'll fucking go fall on your ass out there in California, come back here and start making movies with us again.
Who knows? Who knows what could happen?
Who knows
Hopefully
what-
that doesn't happen. Hopefully I can get something going out there and bring something over here so we
Exactly.
can, make a movie on a real budget.
Like I was telling you and Greg last night, so the audience can hear, is you can go over there and do things on your end, and me and Greg will stay out here and hold down the fort and do our things on our end, and just keep making bigger and better movies.
Yeah, and then eventually, ding. Okay.
Because people make movies everywhere. There are people like us in every state probably making movies.
Going to film festivals.
Exactly, and so
But we'll have the upper hand because we'll have somebody out there in LA, hopefully meeting people and making connections,
definitely
and then find somebody to finance our movies.
networking.
Yes.
So Sequel Productions will live on, and you know what? What I was thinking is, even if nothing works out, I'm just gonna keep making movies and writing until the
fuck
day I
yeah.
die. I'll work at JCPenney's and retire there and keep making movies because,
That's what we love to do.
yeah, it's exactly.
It's like, God, those people out there that love to skateboard. Just make a living out of skateboard.
Yeah,
We
people
love making movies.
People pick shit up and make a living out of what they like to do.
Mhm.
People who draw, people who write, people who do sports, they can make a living out of everything. There are people who like to build things and they become carpenters or architects, and it's people who like to play with toys. There are people who are getting paid to play video games.
That's fucking
They're
millions of dollars too.
just to play video games.
Just to play fucking video
Just to
games.
say this game isn't very good or this game is awesome. So, there's shit out there for everybody, and what we want to do is make movies.
Which we will do with the next Scorsese, Coppola, Spielberg, and Lucas, and Friedkin. So, gonna say.
You added 2 more on there. Before it was just Coppola, Scorsese, and Spielberg, right?
No, I said.
Greg was Spielberg, you're Scorsese, and I'm Coppola.
And then we got Friedkin and Lucas.
Well, who are they?
I don't know. Who are they?
We don't have any other director friends.
Maybe we will soon. Who knows?
Maybe someone will come along the lines. One of these days, I'm going to produce a movie without having anything to do with it. So, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we lose a little steam there? That conversation ended. So
I'd love to act in a movie without ever having an opinion about something, you know, other than my characters.
You mean so like something that's
just
not
like,
cheese related?
Yeah, just do it and not
just like hand you a script.
Yeah, just like do
Patriot
it.
Zombie.
Yeah. But I mean, that
was a failure.
Yeah, it was a failure.
So you didn't get to do the full experience of just being.
And I got to pretty much do whatever I wanted because I was drunk and all that shit. So and I was king.
Okay. Gotta rein you in a little bit sometimes, Patrick.
Oh yeah.
Look, I got the 6th day right there.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't realize I had that still.
It's been so long, so I kind of wanted to buy it because, even though I really, there's things I like, things I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
6th day.
I was thinking that because he was smoking my stogie. He was smoking your stogie. Your fucking stogie.
Well, what was that part too when he's got the, like the hologram, the girl?
I felt someone going for my zipper.
That's disgusting. Or that's weird, man.
Michael Rappaport in that movie. He's a weird guy in that.
Yeah.
I always like to talk about that movie because there's the scene where the car drives by itself, but then they've got to park it. Like, that's the future of that world, is that the car, that they're just sitting there talking to each other, he just puts in where it's supposed to go, and they just drive. But then it's like, okay, you gotta park this manually.
And there was an airplane too, right?
There's an airplane that flies by itself too?
That too, yeah, I thought that's what maybe not.
I just remember the car driver
and
thing
the doll?
because like that doesn't seem too out of place.
With the doll, what's that store he goes and gets it from? Oh fuck!
Isn't it like a pet store?
I remember when the movie first came out and I read it. I remember I watched it over and over and over again. No, he goes to the pet. He was gonna go to the pet store to get the dog, but instead
because the dog died, right?
Instead, he goes to the doll store or the toy store to get the doll.
And then he goes home and both things are there, right?
Yeah, and then the other
clone,
version.
yeah, it's clone.
I remember when I first saw the trailer for that when I went and saw Hollow Man in theaters. I was like, oh my god, woo! Because I was waiting for an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie to come out, and it had been since End of Days, and I didn't get to see that in theaters.
6 Man, End of Days, and Collateral Damage were his 3 fucking procrastination movies because everybody wanted fucking Terminator 3.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when those movies were coming out, and just talking to my friends, like, when the fuck is Terminator 3 gonna come out?
Well, Collateral Damage came first.
Yep. Well, Collateral Damage they pushed back because of 9/11.
No, End of Days.
End of Days.
Collateral Damage.
Which they pushed back. Actually, no, I think 6th Day was the first one to come out.
End of Days came out in 99.
And then 6th Day. And then Collateral Damage. Because they pushed Collateral Damage back.
Because they got 9/11. I thought 6th Day I thought the 6th Day came out later on. Was the last one to come out.
Let's check it out real quick. Love talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's talk about his body of work, shall we, Patrick? You up for that?
Yeah, I can do that.
What else have you been watching while I bring up this?
I watched Coppola's Dracula.
Did you really?
I bought it on Blu-ray along with Frankenstein with Robert De Niro.
Oh, God, I love that fucking movie. I know a lot of people hate it, and the only problem I have with it is the end of it, but everything else in there is just like the book, except for the end, and that's why I love it so much.
Well, don't say anything, because I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you've never seen that movie before? I think it's really good. The Kenneth Branagh movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see De Niro play Frankenstein. So.
Yeah, look at this. So, you got Batman and Robin is what he did, and then he did End of Days, 6th Day, and Collateral Damage.
Collateral Damage was his last one.
Yeah. And that came out in 2002. 6th Day was in 2000, and End of Days was 99. I remember because he went on wrestling, because I was watching wrestling a lot back then, and he went on SmackDown, and they gave him the world, world blockbuster championship belt, and he's sitting there and doing the commentating with the guys sitting on the side. Have you ever watched wrestling?
I used a little bit, but I've never really been into it.
And Triple H, I think, was wrestling Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then Triple H goes down there and he starts cussing out Arnold, and he goes and swings at him, and Arnold moves out of the way and fucking knocks him out and shit. And then I think him and Stone Cold beat the shit out of Triple H.
That's sick.
I might have that somewhere on a tape. I might have tossed it, but I might have that somewhere. And I thought that was awesome because I loved Arnold at the time.
Yeah.
And and that was when End of Days came out there, but he was promoting it then.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. So let's see what we got here. Let's start with Arnold Schwarzenegger's. What have you seen Hercules? Hercules in New York.
No, never saw it. Was never really interested in that one. I was more interested in his hardcore badass fucking movies. I loved Total Recall and Terminator movies.
Let's go to the first one of those then. The first one is Conan. Conan is his first
I like Conan.
action movie.
Barbarian. I hate Conan the Destroyer.
I can deal with Conan the Destroyer. It's more of a fantasy movie than Barbarian was. But Barbarian's fucking brutal. What are the lines? What are the three things? To see your enemies driven before you. The lamentation of the women. What is it? You don't remember? It's
Oliver Stone wrote the screenplay though.
He did write the screenplay. And it's brutal as fuck.
Cuts off fucking his head at the end.
Thulsa Doom throws it down the stairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's fighting the big giant snake, and he shoves his sword through the top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't he fighting demons? They tie him up out in the desert, and he's fighting demons. Like they're fighting his body, or they're trying to get him out of his body.
Demons being in it.
Like there's little shadow creatures, and his body is, they've got him wrapped up, swaddled, and they put carvings on his face, and he's hanging out there.
I don't have to watch it again.
Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier did a podcast, their Christmas podcast. They talked about Conan the Barbarian at great length, and it was pretty awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe I'll bring that up
I'm going to have to watch it.
at some point.
Because I bought it, and I never... we got a cat up here with us, people.
Fucking asshole.
Fat cat. He's about 35 pounds. Hey, Charlie.
I bet he is, too, dude.
Hey,
He's
Charlie.
fucking heavy. He's like a Thanksgiving turkey. Do you own Conan?
Mhm.
Do you own a
I
Conan
got
collection?
both of
Okay. I don't think they sell them separately. Maybe on Blu-ray, but I've never seen them separately. It's always a 2-pack.
Yeah.
Oh. There's our guest. Hello. Hello. Sorry, you weren't on speaker. All right, we're podcasting.
I'm on speaker?
You're on speaker now.
Okay.
And there's 50 people standing right here.
Yeah, so
don't make yourself look like a fool.
Who are you?
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I didn't answer, like, hello, lover.
Would you say something like that since I'm not?
I would never say
You say, hello, you fat fucking Indian. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
You're such an asshole, Patrick.
I'm joking.
Who's all there? Is it just you and Patrick?
It's just me and Patrick. Who's this
Okay.
that we're talking to?
This is Melissa Hoffman.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it officially Hoffman?
According to the court, but I still have to get my driver's license changed and everything.
I still need to get my license.
Oh, yeah?
My Nevada one.
Okay.
I'm still rocking my Colorado one. Patrick's leaving to go take a leak, so, well, what's up?
Nothing. I just got out of yoga, and I got breakfast, and it was good. So I'm feeling pretty good.
You felt like podcasting with us today?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do.
Well, you're 18 minutes into our podcast so far.
Oh my goodness. We've already begun.
We have already begun, and we'll keep podcasting until the first person shows up here for our last day of filming.
Okay, alright. So, when's that gonna be?
What's that?
When's that gonna be?
People are supposed to start showing up at 10.
Okay.
It's 9 o'clock now. Greg will probably show up a little earlier. So we'll get a good hour 15-minute episode in.
Okay. Awesome. What have you guys been talking about?
We just kind of talked about our future plans a little bit, and
The future!
And we talked about our last day, and we were just going over Arnold Schwarzenegger's body of work when you called. So.
Oh, okay. Well, what are these big future plans?
Well, we already went over them, Melissa.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to listen to the podcast.
We can't discuss it on air.
No, we've discussed it on air already in the
Have
same
we?
podcast. We were talking about it before she called.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't want to double up on this fucking podcast. It's like we already wasted
I know,
10 minutes
I know,
on it, and you're like,
I know, sorry.
well,
I'm so sorry.
you can go back and listen to it when it's on the fucking internet.
Okay. I will
Asshole.
for
Yeah,
sure.
jeez.
Like a typical woman.
Like a typical woman.
Hey man, I'm taking time out of my busy Saturday to call in and podcast.
Oh, you're busy Saturday. You're busy Saturday. We're making a movie today, Melissa. Are you making a movie today? I didn't think so.
Oh yeah.
We got an emotional level to reach that's kind of hard.
Your Saturday consists of drinking wine.
Whoa. How did you know?
And wine tastes like fucking assholes.
Are you drinking wine right now? Are you drinking?
I will be at some point
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
It's only 8:55. Holy shit! I mean,
For
I
her-
will be too. I'll be
for
having
her,
a beer
it's
after
10
we get done.
o'clock.
Well, okay. Well, let's still.
Melissa, you're talking to us from the future. What has happened in the hour? Has the world ended? What do we have to look forward to?
There was an explosion in Bosnia, and there was a massive all-city rape in New York City.
We're probably going to have to cut that out.
Yeah. And we're back.
And we're back. It was Patrick's idea.
So what's up? What are you guys doing today?
Filming! I just said that. What's wrong with you? You can't just walk. You're like a child that walks in the middle of a movie. What are
I'm
you doing?
excited.
What are you doing
I'm
today,
really
Melissa?
excited. Hmm?
What are you doing today? They already know what we're doing. What are you doing today?
I think we already covered that, didn't we?
That you're gonna be drinking wine, riding the cock somewhere from bar to bar.
No. So, my roommates left for Hungary last night, so, I've got the house kind of all to myself, so I plan on getting a bottle of wine and sitting out on the patio and, writing and drinking and writing and drinking.
Have you watched Killer Joe yet?
I have not.
Wait, drinking and what else are you gonna be
She's
doing?
gonna be writing.
Riding and drinking. Riding and drinking.
Yeah.
Now I've done this before, and one day I went back and read what I wrote when I was drinking, and it didn't make any sense. So watch out! Don't drink too much.
No, it helps me. It focuses me. I mean, depending on how much I'm drinking, like, if I have one bottle of wine, I think it'll be good because...
One bottle of wine to yourself. Holy shit!
Why not
God
go for a
damn.
box,
That's
Melissa?
only like 3 glasses. That's not
Why don't you just get a bag of wine, chug that shit, and write your fucking story?
Truly, though, it helps. It helps. Because, so I'm taking a writing fiction class right now, and they say, you know, the key to writing is letting go. It's just kind of, you know, stopping that inner critic, stopping that inner editor, and just writing. And you can go back and edit afterwards, but, you know, if you really want to let it out, you just have to let go. And the
Agree.
easiest way that I know to let go is to drink, so...
Well, hey, you know what they say about writers? You know, we're all alcoholics. So
We're all
except for
fucked
Matt,
up.
for some
Yeah, I
reason,
know.
Matt's the only one that doesn't like to drink.
I've
I don't.
got my other addictions like Monster and.
Well, you need to switch to Wild Turkey.
No, maybe one day as an experiment I'll do it. I've noticed that they've got a Smirnoff root beer float now, Melissa.
What? That's ridiculous. That probably tastes like vodka.
What is Wild Turkey? Is that rum?
Whiskey,
Whiskey?
the best kind of whiskey.
Maybe I
Is it
should do
terrible?
What
rum.
my dad drinks. What's that?
Is it terrible?
No, it's actually really sweet. It's actually really good. It's not like it's like Jack Daniels. Only Jack Daniels sucks dick. That's right, I said it, people. Fuck Jack Daniels.
Oh, Matt, I was listening to an old podcast with you and Dakota. I guess it wasn't old, but he was talking about Fireball whiskey.
Oh, that was last week's episode.
Yeah, truly, it does not taste like alcohol at all.
Well, he said he's gonna be hooking me up tonight. Tonight I'm definitely drinking.
Really?
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna film Matt tonight when he's at his peak. Then I'm gonna post that shit on YouTube.
Hopefully dicks won't be swinging.
Over the internet. That's exciting. But you gotta make sure that you don't like push him too hard because you don't want him to just like pass out.
No, I'm gonna push him as far as I fucking can, okay?
I don't
all the way to the edge, and then I'm gonna shove his ass right over.
I don't want to be wasted in any way, shape, or form.
He's getting fucking wasted.
Are you bringing carne asada?
Yeah, I guess I gotta do that, yeah, because I said I was going to.
Just bring a pizza.
Or that works too. That's probably what I'll do, is just bring a pizza. Easier.
Just grab a...
Because then if I gotta do carne asada, I gotta bring the carne asada, and then I gotta get the tortillas.
Just
and
grab
the
a family size Papa Murphy's.
Fuck Papa Murphy's.
It's cheap and it's easy.
You should make nachos.
No, that's...
I gotta make that shit. I gotta make nachos for 20 people.
Because we're filming today. We're filming today, and I don't know what the time frame's gonna be between filming and the party. So
probably like 6 hours time difference.
Yeah, well, it'll probably will be like 6 hours.
By the time the party's going on, I already be fucking drunk. I'm like, go out to the party already drunk.
This is the greatest podcast ever.
Not really. It's probably the worst, I think.
Melissa, you're a social lubricant, just like wine and alcohol.
And
You just call me a lubricant?
You are a lubricant.
Anal lubricant.
Anal lube. Why don't you put your anal beads up there or some shit? It's a quote from the movie.
Yes, it's a very quotable line.
So, I'm excited. Are you excited about finishing up? Did you already talk about this?
Yep.
Okay. No, we won't talk about it. So, yeah, I've been listening and keeping up on all the podcasts. I am one of your listeners.
One of the few. It's like you and Kelly are our only two listeners.
The girls, the chicks.
Because women have nothing to do with their lives but drink wine and
play with themselves. And then drink more wine.
Flick the bean.
Yoga. I did yoga.
That don't count.
No, yoga's for pussies. At least I got a pussy. Another quote from the movie.
That's all we do all day is quote movies, people.
Melissa, have you been watching any movies?
What was the last movie I saw? The Heat. I saw The Heat.
Was it gay?
No, it was fucking funny. I saw it twice, actually.
You saw it twice? What a
I
dickhead.
saw it twice.
Are you gonna go see Only God Forgives next Friday or what? Because it's gonna be way better than Drive.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, it's gonna be way better than Drive. I can already tell.
I don't know about that, Patrick.
No, it is. But it's the facts of life.
We'll see. I'll go into it with an open mind. I'm just saying that Drive.
You guys make me sad. You guys make me real fucking sad.
Patrick, do you remember how stoked you've been for plenty of movies and saw them and were disappointed? And I know this one's not going to be disappointing. I know it's not.
This is just like Django, baby. Just like Django and Savages. I was looking forward to Savages the year before it came out. Boom, it was awesome. Django, even longer, a year and a half. Boom, it was awesome. Only God Forgives, maybe since last summer. Boom, it's going to be so sick.
And that's great for you, but you know both those two movies you mentioned, I like other movies more.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I thought Inglourious Basterds was better than Django.
Yeah,
and as far as Savages go, they fucked up the ending.
No, because Django was the way Inglourious Basterds should have been, and he fucked that up. So, I mean, now granted, there are things in Inglourious Basterds that I love, like the whole... normally, there wouldn't be any subtitles for the French and the German, and they would all be speaking English, which wouldn't make any fucking sense. I love how he really has them speaking French and German, and they have subtitles, and there's scenes in it that are badass. But it was not what he said it was going to be years before it came out, which was going to be, it's my man on a mission movie, like fucking Dirty Dozen. Oh, dude, this is going to be badass. And then Inglourious Basterds were only in it for a few scenes. Really.
The best scenes of the movie.
And then Django Unchained was a fucking awesome adventure movie where they actually went from one point to the other and got into shit at different places and finally ended up in the pit of hell, and it was fucking amazing.
So it was like 3 different movies. Could have split it up into 3 movies.
No,
put it on
you could
HBO
say
over
then
a
if
month.
you say that you could say that about the Wild Bunch. You split that up into 3 different movies because it's like it kind of I compare it kind of with the Wild Bunch a little bit along with
Wild Bunch is
the good, the bad.
hard to watch. It
I
drags.
can see that, but it's still a great movie. I mean, there's things in that movie that I absolutely love, like the whole.
I'm not saying Django sucks, Patrick.
I know you're
love
not saying
Django.
it sucks, but I'm saying I'm giving you my opinion why I think Django's better than Inglourious
Well, then
Basterds.
can I have my opinion?
Yeah, no, but I've heard your opinion, so now I'm giving you my opinion. But you go ahead now.
I like Inglourious Basterds better.
Okay, it's your opinion.
And
Your
Melissa
time.
likes Death Proof better
You like Death Proof better?
because she drinks wine.
You drink wine, and you write while you
that
drink
has
wine.
nothing to do with it. I think Death Proof is just a better movie overall. I think.
That's your favorite Tarantino movie?
No, that's not my favorite. My favorite.
It's the one where they drink wine. Which one where they drink wine, Patrick?
You don't drink wine in any Tarantino movies.
My favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is Reservoir Dogs.
All right.
The first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
What?
sound like a
The first
snob,
one? Did you
Melissa.
just say the
A
first
film snob.
You know, besides my
I
corporate,
like his earlier work.
besides my corporate boss, you're the only one that has said that because he said he thinks that Reservoir Dogs is the superior film over Pulp Fiction.
Here, let me kick this out to you, Patrick, real quick. So,
I don't hear
Melissa's
that.
favorite movie is Reservoir Dogs of Quentin Tarantino's.
Wait,
Now-
that's your favorite movie?
of
fine, yeah.
Quentin
Well, it is
Tarantino's.
okay.
No, I mean like in general, that's your favorite movie out of.
Oh, no. It's my favorite Tarantino film.
All right, so
Okay.
let me kick this out. So she's saying Reservoir Dogs. What is Reservoir Dogs? It's a bunch of dudes. So Melissa's just imagine herself in a room full of a bunch of swinging dicks.
Oh, you getting the train ran on you?
You guys are ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
So she also likes Glengarry Glen Ross and other movies with all male cast like
The Thing.
Glenn and Gary. Yeah, The Thing.
Look at
She-
The Thing.
The Thing. Glengarry Glen Ross.
I love The
Reservoir
Thing.
Dogs. She loves The Thing. Do you guys like The Thing? They like it better than No Thing.
Can I fairly explain why I like Reservoir Dogs and it's not all
You-
about the sausage?
You
fest?
have the floor, Melissa.
Thank you so much. I think it is the perfect example of doing so much with so little. It's just, it's a couple of sets, it's a handful of actors, and the whole movie relies on the acting, on the emotion, on the plot, on these things that you can't really do with, you can't, what am I trying to say?
Well,
With a big budget, you're not necessarily going to have that quality of acting. You're
Yeah,
not
if you
necessarily
throw
gonna
too
have
much
that
money
plot.
at the same script.
well,
yeah.
and it was his first movie, and he had no money, and it was his first
Yeah.
time, and
And it was just, it's raw talent. It's nothing but talent, on the part of Tarantino for the writing and the directing for the part of the
And then
actors, for the placement of the music. The music in that film is so awesome. It's so powerful. And that is the movie one of the movies that inspired me to make a movie. Because I saw it and I said, oh my gosh, this is something that we could do. If everything came together correctly, this is something that we could do, and we could do it well. So it was very inspiring.
oh yeah. I was just gonna say, without Harvey Keitel, he probably would never got that movie made.
No, I know.
Right.
I wish we could get Harvey Keitel, because then we get $1 million.
He likes to. Harvey Keitel likes to be in like first filmmakers
I know.
movies.
Dude. We should get him.
What was he in? He was in Bad Lieutenant. That wasn't his first movie, but I'm trying to think of other ones that he was in where it was like their first movie.
He was originally Martin Sheen's part in Apocalypse Now,
Him
and then he
too?
got fired
Really?
because he didn't.
Oh, hang on. I have to interject because I heard Sheen. Did you guys see the trailer for Machete 2?
Yeah.
Of course we did. Carlos Estevez.
So at the end, where it says introducing Carlos Estevez, is that what it is? Carlos Estevez.
Yeah. Well, that was his real birth name, and then he changed his
I
name.
know, and it's so funny because the girl sitting next to me, my friend who went to go see the Heat.
Wait, you actually saw that trailer in theaters?
What?
You actually saw that trailer in theaters?
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw it
shit.
in front of the Heat.
I think I remember seeing it in front of the Heat too.
Fuck. I
And
haven't
I
even.
saw it at I mean, I saw that he at the Alamo Draft House, so.
Yeah, she's got an Alamo Draft House in Denver.
Good for you. Good for you.
I know. I just had to put that in there. So anyway, so the girl next to me turns to me and goes, "Oh, well, come on, that's Charlie Sheen." And I'm like, "Bitch, that's his birth name." She's like, "What are they trying to do?"
It's part of the whole Mexican Spanish heritage theme of the movie.
Yeah.
And then Mel Gibson's the bad guy. I think it's gonna be. Now it's not coming out till October though.
You know, I saw that Sin City 2's not coming out until August of next year.
Yep. I figured this was gonna happen. Got pushed back. Whatever.
Bullshit.
Sorry, I interjected. You were saying something, Patrick.
No,
He's always saying something, so.
I got something to say always. All right. After all, I am the most important person in the room. Just kidding.
Patrick, I think you are some crazy mix between Charlie Sheen and Jack Nicholson.
Well,
Only
I'm better. I'm Patrick Rigelsberger.
There you go. Exactly.
The Patrick Rigelsberger.
Prigglesberger.
Prigglesberger.
Are you gonna get into Hollywood and change your name to Patrick Riggle?
I want to be
Like
just
Rob
like Charlie
Riggle.
Sheen, so Patrick Estevez is what I'm thinking.
Patrick Sheen.
Patricio Estevez.
Patricio.
Hey!
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 I love it.
But
Hopefully we didn't just lose steam. What were we talking about originally?
We were talking about movies, and then we got off on a good
she's
time.
talking about how Reservoir Dogs is her favorite movie
Because
and
of the swinging dicks.
And it's awesome,
there's
yeah.
all the nudity.
Oh yeah, all the dicks hanging out.
Glenn and Gary suck Ross's meaty
flapping in the
cock.
wind. So I do want to see Pacific Rim. Did you guys see that yet?
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Oh, how was it?
Oh, well, you know, I told Patrick this, I told Greg this. I'm a little tired of seeing cities just getting destroyed.
Like in Man of Steel.
Like in Man of Steel and the
Yeah.
Avengers,
Transformers movie. It's like-
Transformers.
It's getting a little old now.
The first hour is typical, kind of, what you're expecting. But then the second hour, the second hour definitely brings it up a notch. And I really liked all of Charlie Day's stuff in the movie.
So I'm trying to remember the trailer. I think I only saw the trailer once, and I texted you. I was like, that looks fucking awesome.
Well, do you want me
so
to?
is Charlie Day straight man in the movie, or is he kind of comedic relief?
He's definitely the comedic relief, but he plays a
Okay.
scientist.
Okay.
And he's got these tattoos on his arms, like he's got the sleeve going
Mm-hmm.
of the kaiju, which are the monsters, because he's in love with them.
The kaijus.
The kaijus. It's Japanese.
Hey.
It's Japanese for giant monster, and then they call the robots Jaegers, which is German for hunter.
Jaeger.
Yeah, Jägermeister, is that like master hunter in German?
I don't know.
The Meister, is that like Mister or Master? But Jaeger is hunter according to the movie in German, so Jägermeister, the drink. Master hunter? Hunter master?
Maybe it's Master Vader.
Well, no, because Jaeger is hunter. I just clearly said that Jaeger is hunter.
Sorry. I was confused for a moment.
Yeah, no, Charlie Day is definitely the comedic relief. Him and the dude from The Dark Knight Rises, the guy that's like, I'm counting to 5 right now.
In fact, I'm counting to 5 right now.
Right now. That guy, he's his partner. He's the mathematical scientist, and Charlie Day is the like bioscientist. And they're like bickering back and forth the few scenes that they have. And then Ron Perlman plays Hannibal Chow.
Some rich billionaire.
No, he's a black market monster organ kind of seller. So like he's got all the shit. When everyone dies, he goes and fucking picks away at it like a vulture, and will sell like the bone shavings and the fecal matter and just the body parts and stuff in China or Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. But the second hour is definitely what the movie's all about. But it wasn't like a super amazing, deep movie like I thought it was going to be.
What did you think it was going to be deep? I didn't think it was going to be anything deep. I
Well-
just thought it was going to be a cool science fiction movie.
Well, I mean, like, Transformers is garbage, so I thought this was going to be like a classy Transformers.
Mhm. Transformers does suck.
classic Transformers.
I thought it was gonna be. I mean, especially since it's coming from Guillermo del Toro, and I love Hellboy and Pan's Labyrinth and all of his movies.
I bought that on Blu-ray and I still haven't watched it yet.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Mhm.
You should just watch it in Spanish, without
Well,
subtitles.
yeah.
Without
Yeah,
subtitles.
with no subtitles.
But I don't speak Spanish.
You don't need to. The story speaks for
No.
itself.
Yeah, it's an
Well,
awesome,
how am I supposed to
it's
understand
an
what the fuck they're
awesome
saying?
The acting comes through and the emotion. It's,
Yeah, so you just automatically know what's going on?
It's
There's
that.
you're not missing any
series. You
plot
know
points?
what's going on.
Yeah,
You
no,
can
it's-
kinda
So there's
tell.
no plot? Or
No,
what?
there is a plot, but okay, watch it with the subtitles. But it's fun to kind of just fall into the movie and just kind of feel everything that's coming out of it, because it's a well-made enough movie that you don't really need to know what they're saying. And the
Well, I'll
bad
be
guy
the
in that's
judge
really good.
The German guy?
No,
Nazi?
there's no Germans in there. It's about like the Mexican Revolution, I think.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause it's in Mexico. It's a
Ah.
Mexican film.
Okay. 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 Okay, 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 okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Fuck.
okay.
Shit.
I am the cheese after all.
That you are. You been sleeping in that suit?
Somebody has.
Sorry, that's from the movie. That's a little taste of Street Meets Pavement, folks.
Just a little taste. Just a little one.
I was playing the role of Diane Stone.
He actually is playing the role of Diane Stone. And Kelly says double when he's not around.
We need to do a light setup, Kelly. Stand in. I'm gonna go take a quick coffee,
A cigarette, so
grab
just
a
stand right
sandwich and a cigarette, a couple shots, and I'll be back.
Does that mean that you and Patrick have relations?
We do have.
Well, we actually did kiss in the movie. It was a little weird. Especially since you guys were married, still married at the time.
We had to do a couple of takes on that one.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I bet.
We weren't rolling on the first few.
Yeah.
Sound was missing on the next.
It was a little suspicious at first, but we realized it was just a coincidence after coincidence kind of thing going on.
Hot. What?
What's that?
Huh?
World War Z.
World War
Wow.
Z. Patrick saw it.
Oh, how was it?
It was alright. I mean, there's parts in it that were cool, and then there was stuff in it that I didn't really care for.
You know,
my
let's-
dad, my stepmom saw it, and they loved it.
Let's spoil it a little bit. I read the book. How does it end?
Well, I was hoping he was gonna die,
Oh shit!
but he doesn't. He injects himself with
Some kind of cure.
no, he injects himself with like a disease, like
A zombie disease?
no, like a real disease like AIDS or whatever.
Okay.
It never specifies what he does it, ingests himself with, and then the zombies don't attack him, and that's the kind of a cure. So they move through, kind of like.
That sounds like the stupidest fucking thing
Well,
I've
because
ever heard.
then the zombies realize that it's an infected host, and they want something that's not infected.
So they want some fresh meat.
Yeah, so he injects himself, and then the zombies just stays away from him and shit.
That sounds like the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, so and then,
because the book.
because my boss saw it, and he's like, yeah, it was good, and I was like, so what? Does he die at the end, right? Does he? Because I heard he might become like a badass zombie killer hero at the end, and he dies and shit like that. And my boss was like, yeah, he dies. Yep, he dies. So I was like, oh hell yeah, all right, this might be badass. And he doesn't die, and I was pissed off, and
I did that with you for Hangover 3 too.
yeah, and that pissed me off. It's not worth the money you spend. Just wait for a red box or
So
whatever.
he injects himself, and then the zombies say, "Wait, does that mean that everyone that's still alive does the same thing?"
Well, then they realize that it's not like a cure, but it can help them fight these
It's
zombies.
zombie repellent.
It's like they inject themselves and then they inject themselves with the cure at the same time. It's for the soldiers that go out and fight them because the zombies don't want to attack them because it's like they're they're diseased hosts.
I'm trying to remember. I think in the book, because the book takes place like 10 years after everything's been settled and done and everyone's regaining or rebuilding society. And I think in the book, the plan that they came up with was, it was a matter of, like, you have to kill. We're gonna have to kill like millions of people in order to stay alive. And it's like it has to be like an all or it's either everyone dies or we need to sacrifice millions of people in order to keep going. And I forget what the plan was. It was some kind of daisy chaining thing. I forget. I totally forget. I'm sorry, but it wasn't anything like what you said.
Well, it's whatever. I just want somebody to make a real good zombie movie like Planet Terror.
Or Patriot Zombie.
Or Patriot Zombie, yeah.
What, we're making Patriot Zombie? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you're offering me the part of Kent? Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Oh, and you're paying me? Okay. $5 mil? Okay, cool.
Kit Miller. What else is out what else do you want to see, Melissa?
Oh.
I don't know. What came out this weekend?
Pacific Rim.
And Grown Ups 2.
Yeah, Grown Ups 2 came out as well.
That's what you need to do. You need to slam a bottle of wine and go see Grown Ups 2. You'll laugh your ass off through the whole thing.
You probably will.
I would not sneak wine into Grown Ups 2. I would probably sneak, like, vodka into Grown Ups 2.
God, you got it all figured out.
There you go. Well, you put it in a water bottle, looks the same.
That's true. That's the trick right there. Water bottle full of vodka. People used to do that at school.
I did that at school all the time. I did that at the movies too.
That old trick.
Thinking about
I don't think I even saw Grown Ups 1.
No, you did see Grown Ups 1. We had it on over here and we hated it, remember?
Oh, yeah, see, it wasn't memorable then, so...
Well, yeah, it's not one of those movies. It's a stupid movie that's occasionally pretty funny at parts and then really stupid and not funny at other parts, but...
2 was better than 1, I will say that.
You saw it, bro?
I did see Grown Ups 2.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. I just...
He's turning into a how do we say? Oh, a faggot.
That's the word for it. What I'm really excited about is that movie with Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, Meet the Millers.
Yeah, man.
That looks hilarious. Yeah, that's gonna be funny.
When is that coming out? Is that October?
Is it October? I don't know. I don't think I know.
That's coming out soon. That's coming out in August.
Oh.
I'll look it up real quick.
August.
But, this is the big month. So next week we've got Only God Forgives. R.I.P.D. comes out. The week after that is Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine's on my birthday. Wolverine's coming out my birthday. Woo!
That's your birthday movie. Is that going to be good?
Hopefully.
It looks pretty good. The more I see of it, the more I want to see it. Because when it first came out, I was like, I don't know. Like the trailer. I was like, I don't know. But the more I see of it, the better it looks.
We'll see. Well, hopefully it's badass. Because I didn't think X-Men Wolverine Origins...
Oh, no. That movie blew.
I didn't even think that was that bad. In some parts, I thought it was kind of badass.
Like, all the fighting stuff. But, like, when the plot gets... The script gets really, really shitty.
Well, yeah.
And the editing can get really bad in that movie.
I don't think it's called Meet the Millers. It's called We're the Millers.
We're the Millers. August, right?
Hold on, I put Meet the Millers so it didn't bring it up. We're the Millers.
Meet the Millers is the
sequel. The sequel to it?
The sexual.
It comes out August 7th. I think something else comes out on August 7th, too. I think that's going to be a one of those dates. Kick-Ass comes out in August.
The week after that.
The week after that, okay.
And then the week after that comes that World's End or whatever.
Oh, fuck yes.
23rd is when that comes out.
Fuck yes. That's going to be the movie. The World's End, it's like, it's the next Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, nice.
And it's about a pub crawl. Have you seen it?
They hit all the pubs. And then robots start taking over.
Nice.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if it's going to be better than Hot Fuzz, but we'll see.
Yeah,
it's going to be more like Shaun of the Dead.
Do you like Hot Fuzz more than Shaun of the Dead? I need to watch it. I only saw it the one time and went and seen it in theaters. But were you there?
Yeah, I've seen
and we were waiting for fucking Mac and Sam, and like, didn't they show up and say that they were outside and then they never came in?
I can't remember.
I remember it was a big old fucked up ordeal.
I thought they came in, but I like...
And then they left halfway through or something because of the kid. Some big old fucked up mess, but we got to see it, so fuck
yeah. Well, no, and I've seen both movies several times, and I love them both, but I love Hot Fuzz more. I've seen it more times.
Shaun of the Dead is classic.
Shaun of the Dead is classic, and I love it, but Hot Fuzz is just like... Because I'm into those 80s action movies, and it's just kind of a throwback comedy to that, and it's just... It has those references where I just pick up on so quick. And the zombie, I love Shaun of the Dead, but Hot Fuzz is hilarious. I just find it to be so funny.
Melissa, did you go and watch Point Blank at the Red Rocks?
I did not. I did not end up going out there. I couldn't really bring myself to do it.
Probably for the best.
I just, I heard so many terrible things about it. I told a couple other people that I was going to go see it, and they were like, that is the worst movie ever.
Patrick loves it.
What?
Point Break?
I fucking love it. It's a great action movie, man. Catherine Bigelow's best work. She should have got Best Director, Best Picture. Oh, yeah.
Not for Hurt Locker?
No.
Not for Zero Dark 30?
But Rocky Horror Picture Show is going to be there in August, so I might go.
Who gives a shit about that?
Nah.
What?
I said, who gives a shit
Here we go, Patrick.
about that?
Near Dark 30.
Okay.
Near Dark 30.
What's that?
That's what she should have made, and not Zero Dark 30. She should have went back and made Near Dark 30.
Near Dark.
The sequel to Near Dark and Zero Dark 30,
She's probably done doing...
where Osama bin Laden is a vampire.
Dude! What if you did a movie like that? Like the Navy SEALs get there to execute him, and they realize, oh wait, he's a fucking vampire! Holy shit! This is why we couldn't find him. This is why he's not dead. This is it.
Yes.
Reveal he's a vampire. And then the secret comes out, dude. And then, shit, everybody's fucked.
Hell yeah.
Mhm. I agree.
And he had his vixens flying the fucking airplanes into, the World Trade Center. Instead of, I think it was just as the jihads. It was really his vixens.
And that's why they could keep fucking have all these suicide bombers, because they won't die unless
It's like, how do they not run out of these fucking guys?
You know? Oh man, you know what? I don't watch the news. This is something that came up recently for me. I don't watch the news because I hate hearing about the fucking bullshit that goes on out in the world. And I went down to work out the other day because I have to work out after work now. And some guy had like CNN or MSNBC or Fox News or one of those things on. And I think that the world that we live in is such bullshit. The Boston bombing guy was pleaded not guilty at his trial, and the dude that went and shot that kid down in Florida.
Not guilty all he wants. He's still going down for it. I mean,
but the possibility is out there that maybe he can get off with something, like a slap on the wrist or something. And the guy that shot the kid over in Florida, the
Black
neighborhood
kid.
watch guy, and he's pleaded not guilty. And it's just like, I hate this bullshit where these people try to get away with their crimes.
The guy that fucking had the girls in his basement for 20 years?
I thought it was 10.
Was it 10?
Oh, yeah.
10 years?
She wrote that book.
Oh, there's a book's out now?
No. This is the shit that just happened. She hasn't had a chance to write a book. She's still probably getting over it. Shit. Like, that was some twisted shit. That's the kind of shit that...
I know, like, not too long ago, they found that girl, in Tahoe.
Oh no, that was like 2 summers ago. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. This is the one that was in Cleveland recently, where the black guy rescued the girls from the house that they were sticking their hands out trying to signal them, and then there was a Puerto Rican guy who had him in the basement, and he had a kid with one of them, and then he ended up kicking one of the girls in the stomach because she was pregnant and gave her an abortion and shit like that. That's the shit that pisses me off.
And we were talking about, because that was happening right when we were working on the Kickstarter, and Patrick was like, because we have the scene where Dutch kills Mac, and he's like, you know what they do to child molesting pedophiles, and Patrick's like, oh, that's perfect, because that guy that just got fucking busted. So Greg would be like the hero, Dutch would be the hero. It would be relevant again. Yeah.
But the world's a crazy place. I mean, it's nothing really new. I mean, It's always been I mean, there's been crazy shit going on. People fucking each other over and people doing fucked up things to each other for years and years and years to come, you know?
That's what I hate about the news is that it's fear-mongering. And you know what? I live my life pretty good without listening to the news. And then when I listen to it, it just makes me hate society and all that bullshit, so...
Yeah. Yeah, and they kind of twist things, you know?
Yeah,
like that Asiana flight. Did you guys hear about that crash landed in San Francisco?
No, what's that?
Okay, so there was this plane that was coming in from Asia, I think, and it was landing in San Francisco, and something happened and it landed wrong, so it kind of crash landed, and I think 2 people ended up dead, and they were both 16-year-old girls. But the thing about this flight that kind of, like, pissed me off is there was so much news coverage on it. For, like, a week, it was nothing but this flight. And I'm thinking, how many fucking airplanes around the world go down on a daily basis, you know, on a weekly basis? And you're fucking, like, have all this news coverage over this flight that crash landed. Most of the people, okay, the 2 girls, it's terrible, but why is there so much media coverage on it, you know? And I just, like, I don't understand it. And they do that with kidnappings, too. They do that with certain murders. You know, if something has enough leverage to, like, get a bunch of ratings, get a bunch of people to watch, get a bunch of people to read, then that's what they're going to focus on. And I think it's
all about money and power, greed.
It is.
Greed.
And, you know, and just the bullshit of the media and the way that they twist things and the way that they control the minds of America. So don't be fucking brainwashed, people. It's my message to the world.
Greed is good, right, Patrick?
Greed is great.
I've said that greed is good. Nowadays,
seems it's legal.
It's legal. Sorry, Melissa.
No, it's okay. What's that from?
Wall Street and then Wall Street 2.
That's right. I thought
money never sleeps.
It does not ever sleep.
You know what? Fucking Oliver Stone did that one.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
I know. I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen the sequel still?
Well, I haven't because I like the first one. That I know the sequel's probably shitty, even though there's some good actors in it.
You know, it's kind of the same movie.
And there's a gap right there. Oliver Stone did like 4 movies that were not that good. It's like, ooh, and then boom, Savages, boom, right back on the map. Great.
Fuck.
The sequel with Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
No, so what if occasionally I run someone over with my car? So sue me.
Is that from the movie?
The Office.
Yeah.
Sorry, Patrick. I know you don't watch The Office.
No, I don't watch that bullshit.
It's all over and done with now.
It's all bullshit.
You watched that last episode, Melissa?
I did. Like, I cried through like the whole fucking thing.
It had Steve Carell in it?
Yeah, and I love that because like when he showed up, I was like, he's being all serious because he's just standing there and he looks so regal, and I'm just like, he's being all serious.
They made him look old.
Like, so I can't believe you came and you just appreciate that. And I'm like,
and he had kids.
What's that?
He had kids. He was showing pictures of his kids to
He had a
Pam.
bunch of kids. It was cool. And some of the things that everyone was saying, you know, about like looking back on the years that they were filmed and the things that they learned about themselves and the things that Pam was saying about like the whole time she was screaming at herself like, hello, what you need is right in front of you. And I mean, it's just like, it's really inspiring. You know, I think the last couple seasons of The Office were shit, but that last episode, you know, it kind of brought perspective on things. That's kind of how life is too, right? Like, we have years of our lives that are really good, and like we're going in the right direction, and we're really proud of ourselves. And then we have years of our lives that we're just, you know, if we were to look back on it and watch a movie of our lives, we'd be like, "You're an idiot. Why did you make those decisions?"
Yeah, probably.
Like that, so.
Right, Patrick?
Nobody better ever make a movie on my life.
Not even Larry Clark.
Not even Larry Clark. He'll be dead.
It'd be fascinating, man.
What?
It would be fascinating. I think a movie of your life, Patrick, even so far, would be fascinating.
I'd rather see a movie on RDJ's life, because that's basically the life I led, only his was more exciting.
You still got years and years to go.
No, I don't! I'm fucking old!
I don't know. Are you excited about LA?
I am very excited. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. And
what's your plan when you move down there? Where are you staying?
well, right now I got, I'm actually not probably moving down till mid-September, so like probably September 15th, somewhere in
Right
there.
before my birthday. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, it's what I do. But then, so I'm gonna have plenty of money to where I don't really need to get a job first off, so I can just start going. And I'm gonna get information from Mr. Matthews and his wife, and then I got information from this other person, and then another person gave me some information, and then I'm gonna get my headshots, and I'm just gonna try to hit auditions really fucking hard, and get my foot in the door that way, and then hopefully next summer, this is a long shot, but I'm positive next summer I'll be back with some money so we can make a real fucking movie. It would be awesome. If not next summer, then the summer after. But people are like, oh, well, hopefully in 10 years. I said, no, not 10 years. Next summer, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be good.
I don't like talking to people about, like, dreams and aspirations because they're always the downers about it.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, some years. It's really cool.
Well, and then everybody's like, you should really go to school and do this. It's like, no, fuck no, I don't need to go to school. Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I mean, that might be somebody else's path, but it's not yours.
Right.
It's definitely not yours.
So, yeah, so then, so hopefully, yeah, it'll be exciting, and hopefully I'll meet some people, get my foot in the door, and then we can, and then my brother's going to eventually move down there, and then we'll come back here and make a fucking movie with some money.
Great.
And then we can really start our dream.
Is it going to be the first full budget movie?
Wait, what?
You're breaking up, Melissa. Melissa?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I just had to move like a couple inches. So the first full budget movie, is that going to be like a cheese movie?
No, well, for me, I wanna direct Dancing with the White Lady.
What's that?
Remember, you guys you both read
I
it.
read it. I don't know. I don't remember.
Remember, it's based on my shenanigans in high school.
Yeah, I remember.
Because that'll be easy to make. Takes place in Reno. We can get, actors from here to audition. Be nice to go to the school to film. I mean, it's a very personal story. So I think it'll be great.
It'd be a good breakout film.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be like how Martin Scorsese did Mean Streets, It's like shit that really went on in his young adolescence. So I think that'll be cool. And then, yeah, I fucking can't wait to turn the cheese movies into real budget movies. It's gonna be sick. I was telling Matt it'd be cool to have a different cheese for each movie, like James Bond,
Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be
like
amazing.
a young cheese, a middle-aged cheese, and then an old cheese.
Shia LaBeouf, Bradley Cooper, and Sean Penn.
Sean Penn.
Jack Nicholson.
He's too old.
He's
That's
gonna be-
old.
He's gonna be
That's
gone
like
in a
right
couple
before
years.
Cheese dies. It's like, what is Cheese doing right before he dies? Just having sex with a bunch of models and going to Lakers games.
Cheese can go to Aces games.
Yeah.
I got a text, by the way, from Kelly saying that her and Mike are gonna be.
Late.
Well, they gotta go pick up some shells at his mom's place.
So how late?
I don't know why they couldn't plan on, adding that into their routine before coming here.
Yes, guys. Why didn't you add that into your routine before coming here?
Right?
Not everyone is super punctual like you.
Well, that's my fault, I guess.
I'd rather be early than late.
What kind of sucks is like when I was with you, I was like on top of everything, man. Like we were not only on time to things, we were early to things. Like we made it to movies early, and now I'm just like I can't seem to catch up. Like my time is always like behind me, and it kind of sucks.
So you're late to movies now, is what you're saying?
Well, I am
Hell, if it was
usually
up to her, we would've been
right
late for
on
movies all the
time.
time.
Like I walk in during the last little bit before the preview.
Jesus Christ.
And we used to get to movies half an hour early and just sit there and bullshit and watch the beginning things. And
The only reason I
you
like to go to
know,
movies
the
early is so I
Draft
can secure myself a seat that I want.
What's that?
I said the only reason I show up to movies early is so that I can secure a seat that I want.
Secured?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of reasons. You know, you want to make sure that you're there in time.
Well, and I usually like to get there early before anyone else so I can jerk off real quick.
Yeah. Good point, Patrick. I know. I missed that.
Because if I wait too long, then everybody gets there before me and I can't jerk off, and I don't like that.
And they're watching you and judging you.
And I just thought I'd throw that out there.
What were you saying about the draft house?
Oh, the draft house, they won't let you in if you're late. So
Good.
If
That's the
previews
way it
already
fucking
started,
should
they
be.
close the doors, they won't let you in.
I like that. But what if you have to go to the
and
bathroom?
oh my god, did I tell you about the whole experience? Like the trailers that they showed before the real trailers?
No. They show.
Oh man!
Not
Like they
fake,
do
though.
all those fucking old grindhouse, terrible exploitation trailers. They do a ton of them. When I went and saw The Heat, they did one with Sandra Bullock. Super young Sandra Bullock from a long time ago.
Like the
It was
80s?
Hilarious.
Like Love Potion number 9.
Like the 80s, like an 80s movie, or?
Yeah. It was in the 80s. I'm trying to remember what it was about.
Was it a horror movie, or?
No, it was like an action flick. Oh, it was having something to do with her, like, running really fast or something.
What the fuck?
The Net.
Might have been.
That movie sucks balls.
Yeah. But it's just, you know, and then it's like little clips like, let's all go to the movie, or whatever. It's just, you know, it's a whole experience.
Could you get beer there?
What's that?
Could you get beer there?
I did not get beer.
You can drink a beer, like, while you watch the movie, though?
You can, yeah.
Fuck.
And it's not, like, terribly priced either. Like, there's a movie tavern in Aurora that does the same thing, but it's like $8 per beer. But I think normal price at the Draft House is like $5. So it's
And is it like
yeah,
a glass of beer?
Like a glass of beer.
It's a glass of beer?
yeah, I think you can get draft or bottle.
Interesting.
And you know they have cocktails. And
I'm
all
jealous.
kinds of stuff, food.
I'm very jealous. That's probably why the guy shut up that theater, is because he went out, he was at the Alamo Draft House, went outside, had a few cocktails, came back in, was in a different mood, because alcohol can change someone.
Like I went to Century Theaters and shot it up.
Maybe he went to the Draft House first. He couldn't get in. Had a couple beers. Tried to get into the Dark Knight Rises. Couldn't get in. Got pissed off.
Because it already
came
started.
To the Cinemark Theater. Sorry, shouldn't be joking around about that.
You shouldn't be joking around.
Yeah.
Why are you joking around, Patrick?
Too soon.
You're gonna go to hell. Too soon. Too tsunami.
Hey, if Oliver Stone could make a movie about the World Trade Centers like 3 years after it came out, I can joke about that.
But he.
We've never really been PC, so this is all okay.
Why are we listening to this?
Sorry.
What is that?
That was
Mr.
Mr.
Sandman, bring me a treat! What's up?
Love that song.
All right. Well, our first guest has arrived, so I think we're going to shut her down.
So you're gonna hang up on me, basically?
Yeah, we're saying goodbye. Otherwise, fuck off. I just kidding. It was good talking to you.
All
It
right.
was great talking to you guys, just like old times, kind of.
Well, we'll get you on again.
It's like you're right here, sitting next to us.
I know. I was listening to one of our early podcasts with the three of us.
Well, it was the three of us on the first episode. It's the three of us on the
Yeah.
21st episode. 3 years later.
Alright.
And I would like to thank everyone for listening to
Yes,
Sequel
thank you,
Podcast.
thank you.
Thank you.
So,
And I'm going to be thanking myself because I'm going to be listening to this later. So thank you so much for listening.
and I'm Matthew Bonta.
Patrick Reigelsberger.
I'm Melissa Bata.
Stay classy, Reno.